FitMC. A few days ago, I received a message out of the blue from one of my old basemates from Aureus City, Kane's Law. He told me that Wintermelon, a massive city built by hand, had just been griefed. A base almost a year in the making, kept secret from the rest of the server. The world download was taken just before the city fell. Kane's Law delivered it to me. And he told me that the founders of Wintermelon wanted me to tell their story. Lucky for them, telling stories is what I do best. Now, let's get started.2b2t.org is the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft. There are no rules. Hack, cheat, steal, lie. Nothing is off limits. Wars, battles, builds, and betrayals have all happened here. As with anything related to 2b2t, viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to the world's worst server. What's going on, everybody? This is FitMC, and today I'm going to be touring one of the most magnificent bases I have ever seen on 2b2t, Wintermelon. This entire base was built by hand. No one even used schematica. It was all placed brick by brick. And it really shows off hard work and dedication by numerous players throughout the past year. Now, before I do the tour, I need to tell you the story of Wintermelon by the founders themselves. So sit back and relax. It's story time. History is written by the victors, and in the case of 2b2t, the most persistent of players. The followers of the Melon have gone in and out of existence since the beginning of time, but in the last year became a force to be reckoned with. It all started with the Melon Highway and the dozens of melon farms that spawned. Players could be praising the melon at any time of the day. It was these very same melon highways that Rusher stumbled upon in his very first video. In a way, you could say that these melon farms allowed Rusher to succeed on the server. The Melon console was established in May of 2016 after the Melon, apparently, quote-unquote, spoke to a dedicated follower. The members of the Melon console included members such as the Lone Loner and Fuffer. Melon had been praised in many ways over the years on 2b2t. Dozens of Melon churches have been built, Melon sanctuaries, and Melon monuments. The city of Acacia, started by the Lone Loner, Fuffer, Urban X Risk, and Negre, was the Holy Melon City. And so with Fuffer's church in completion, the Melon worship meme on chat spam became permanent. Urban invited more to Acacia, including his brother, Erake Machine, Juke Police, Jadinger, Vaxent, and Tashi. After the war between Rushers and veterans, and after the camping Rusher and I had made peace, the city of Wintermelon was founded by Tashi and Vaxent, looking to expand their influence. What started out as just a lone tower build and underground storage area by Tashi soon turned into something more. Taking a chance, the pair encountered a player on the Nether Highway, Aaron Alvin, and after a brief encounter, invited him to their new city. Even though many members became associated with other groups, such as the Fourth Reich and Goodwill Trading Company, for most of the 7 months, Wintermelon existed as a place of riches, peace, and prosperity. Wintermelon is probably the greatest example of post-war prosperity on 2b2t. It cautiously welcomed both new and old players. Its power peaked higher in mid-October when Mr. Chocho independently figured out the drop dupe that would soon be known as the 1111 dupe. Although it's unclear whether anyone knew about this dupe before Wintermelon, they had it for an entire month before it became public. And so for almost 4 weeks, they duped and duped and duped, and hoarded large amounts of items, sometimes even showing them off at spawn. With the series of dupes that occurred in the winter of 2016 through 2017, many players at Wintermelon lost interest and became inactive. Tashi became inactive for weeks on end because of work and his pursuit of graduate school. Many others also had to focus on high school and college alike. In early 2017, Tashi tried to revitalize the place and went out to base at other bases like Callisto in search of trusted builders to bring back to Wintermelon. This eventually led to the invitation of Tanaxis, Jumbo Warrior, and Offtopia. At some point, Sato also expressed interest in joining to build. It appeared to us that Wintermelon, with its 17 members, was going to be one of the greatest cities on 2B2T. But just with the blink of an eye, it fell. Someone had leaked the coordinates, and according to Kane's Law, they have a strong suspicion that it was one they had many problems with in the past. He didn't say a name, but he says they pretty much know. The 4th came in, and just like that, the chapter of Wintermelon was over. Talk about a story, jeez. I'm tired just from telling it to you. Hopefully you're not asleep by now, but here we are at the city of Wintermelon, just hours before it fell. This exact world download shows the base in its final moments, before its inevitable destruction. Now luckily, with permission by the owners, this entire base will be going on Project Vault to live forever in 2B2T's history, but we're going to go ahead and tour the place. Outside of what was told to me, I really don't know much about this base, so we're going through it as if we were one of the members, and I guess we're going to uncover its secrets little by little. So let's get started. Okay, looks like... Ooh. Jeez. Hey. Come get some. That was easy. Now, it appears there's a ladder down, but we might as well jump. I believe I'm currently wearing one of the members' armor. Yeah, sure enough. Tashi Field Mechanic Jacket. Nice. So, yep, we've got Feather Falling Force, so we can make this jump. Hello. Ooh. Still kind of hurts, though. Just a little bit. Alright, we're going to head out this way, and it looks like this entire bridge was uncompleted. But wow, you can just tell the amount of work that already went into this thing, even though it wasn't even completed. I mean, look at that. Holy cow. There's more of the base over this way, but we're going to hop down here. What does this say here? Wintermelon Southern Arches, Tashi Construction Incorporated. Wow. Anything in these chests? No, not really. We have a ton of this base to see. Hopefully I can get it all done in one video, but I guess we'll see, won't we? So if we go over this way. Oh, what's this? It says Wintermelon City and Iris Arena. Okay, I think this is where they actually held Spleef games. Wouldn't that be something? Spleef on 2B2T? That's a new one. Oh, wow. This is pretty detailed right here. Oh, and they've got the fire above the actual Spleef pit. I like that. That's pretty funny. And they've got the cobwebs so you can't escape. Wow, this is a savage Spleef arena. Holy cow. And it just looks great. I mean, look at that. This is like something you'd see on Spleef League for sure. Alright, but let's keep moving on. I like the little waterfall here. That's a nice touch. And it looks like this is the start of the town area. So Wintermelon City is that way. But here we have, let's see, Armory and Spleef Cup Hall. Wow, so they actually did like their Spleef here. That's pretty awesome. Please be frugal when taking public armor. This is for everyone. Oh. Well, hopefully they were good at sharing. It's a pretty cool smith area. I really do like the Wintermelon banners. They actually do look like winter melons of all things. Very cool. What do we have up here? If players step on anything but snow blocks, they lose. Oh, so this is actually like... They built an entire area just explaining the rules of Spleef? Wow. That's pretty awesome. Look at that. They actually had seasons here? That's pretty funny. Wow. I mean, I'm still taken aback. That's so awesome. And would you look at that? It's actually snowing now. So I guess Wintermelon has earned its name. Big time. Wow. Well, I want to make sure I go back this way to make sure I don't miss anything. This, from what I've been told, is one of the most detailed cities in 2B2T history. Just the amount of tiny details, that's the kind of detail I like in a build, is just adding small detail here and there, leaving no space truly empty. I mean, that's something to really be proud of if you're a builder. Let's keep going. Wintermelon Community Stable. Huh. I don't see any horses or donkeys, but they were probably using the donkeys for the most recent Duke before it got patched. That'd be my guess. See anything up here? No, just hay for the horses. Jeez. Alright, let's head down this way. Anything cool out here? Nope. Just more trees. It does look pretty nice, though. It really does. Uh-oh. Got a visitor already. Come get some. Clown down. Now it looks like we got a pretty big igloo over this way, so of course we have to check it out. Oh boy, we got some creepers in there though. Did this person have a bow on them? No, they didn't. Well, this is unfortunate. Looks like we're gonna have to fight them. Peekaboo! I see you. Take that. That's right. Come here, creeps. Don't mind me. Just doing a little debt collecting. There we go. This is a pretty interesting design here. I like the random quartz block they have here instead of snow. Probably just a little quick fix they thought no one would notice, but I noticed it. Wow. Look at this. This whole area down here seems to be drained out. It used to be a lake at one point, I think. But I don't know. So then we head over this way. I really like this tree up here. And this tree too. Like, even though it's made with wool, it does look very nice. It really does. So yeah, this whole thing here was built by Tashi. What about over here? Oh wait, look at that. They've got smoke coming out of the actual chimneys. That's sweet. That's like something you'd see on like a server hub. They actually took the time to put that in survival on an anarchy server. That is absolutely insane. Wow, we got like a little church over here. Maybe, or just a little tower. I don't know. Oh wait, wow. Okay, so this actually leads to the larger sections of the base. I'll have to come back here for sure. But I want to keep going this way. It looks like there's some really interesting stuff. Like here's a windmill. Ah, look at that. That's great detail. Fantastic detail, actually. Another little home built by Tashi. Look at the... And of course, here's a Wintermelon, very appropriate for this base. Ah, that's awesome. Another house here. I'm guessing this was also... Oh, Papa Cap's Royal Mansion. Oh, okay. Very cool. We're going to head this way now. Because there's a lot over here I want to see that we have not seen yet. Oh, that looks like a really cool little Eiffel Tower looking thing. Oh, that's cool. But like I said, I'm trying to keep this base tour under an hour. Like I said, I don't want this thing to go on too long. Well, here's a little redstone-powered railroad. Very cool. And this tower looks pretty interesting. And I just look at all the massive builds in the background. I mean, that's insane. Just There's just so much to this base, I don't even know where to get started. Even though I have gotten started already, I still don't know where to start. To gold farm. There's a gold farm? Maybe that's it up there. Well, I'll have to check it out after this tower's done with. Wow. This goes up. Oh, this looks like a walkway. Wow, this entire place is so cool. No pun intended. I know it's Wintermelon, and it's cool. Alright, yeah, I'll stop. What do we have in here? Whoa, hello. You need to leave me alone. That's what you need to do. Oh, darn it. Well, it's a world download, so I can't be too upset. Oh, I like that, using the magma as like the fireplace. That's really cool. I like the statues here too. Wow. Oh yeah, that looks real cool. And it looks like this part wasn't actually finished yet. There's a lot to this base that hasn't been finished. It's kind of makes you wonder what it would look like if the entire thing had been finished. I bet it would have looked even more spectacular. But that in itself is an insult, because this place, as it is spectacular. Like I said, I've never seen a base like this on 2B. This blows every other base I think I've seen out of the water. Better than Aureus, better than the Crystal Islands. I'd even go as far as to say this is more impressive than Imps, simply because no one used schematica. This was all by hand. It just blows my mind. Alright, what's in here? Only got like the path blocks and like, oh, just... I love this detail so much. Hazen's Gate. Wow. Now this looks fancy. Real fancy. Oh, and they got the nice little garden and lobby area. Quartz for stairs just looks so elegant. I can't even complain about that. Wow, this place goes up and up. I wouldn't want to fall there. That'd be bad. Got ourselves a little ladder. Going up. Even more chests. I'm assuming items would be in these things, but when I was converting the world download, I'm sure it may have deleted some of the items in the chests. So I don't think we're going to be taking a look at any more chests for the time being. I think this is the very top. I don't see a way up. But this is a world download, so I don't mind taking a little peek outside. Wow, look at that. That is so cool. And even on the outside here, look at all these crops. Tons of wheat. Well, the wheat needs to be somewhere since the Valley of Wheat's been griefed multiple times over. Wow. Nice face. Let's keep moving on. Well, I like the little beacon out here. That's a nice touch. But up to the really exciting parts over here. We've got this huge glass hall that I can't wait to see the inside of. We've got this massive structure over here. Like I said, I don't even know where to go. But we'll go in here for now. Oh, I'm loving the vines. That's a real nice touch. Founded by Tashi and Vaxent. August 28th. 2016. Wow. The war was still going on when this thing was founded. That's pretty neat. Let me go up this little spiral staircase. That's a lot of trapdoors I'm seeing. That probably took a lot of wood or a lot of duping. I would guess duping, but you never know. Okay. Here we go, the founders of Wintermelon City. Tashi and Vaxent. Melon followers, basemates, Fuffer, Golden Sock, The Lone Loner, Aaron Alvin, HTTP Logan, Deadly Dragon, Nagri and Deke, Papa Cap, Tenaxis, Jumbo Warrior, Offtopia, Housemaster, Parthicus, Urban X Risk, Mr. Chocho. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Let's see here. Visitors, Jadinger, Yellowstone Joe. Oh, I miss Yellowstone Joe. He was a great base mate. MRU leader. Okay, so this place had some visitors before it fell. Now I remember Kane's Law telling me that this place, when its coordinates were leaked, they have a pretty good idea of who actually did it. But I'm curious who it was. Who could have griefed a place like this? And I wonder what it looks like now. I mean, it's just so gorgeous. I mean, even though it's anarchy, even though it's 2B2T, how could you grief something like this? I mean, look at it. The fact that players built this on an anarchy server when there's no rules. The fact that they built this in survival, too, it blows my mind. You know, how could you grief something like this? Some people, I tell you know, hard work, it pays off for beautiful builds like this, but all it takes is an instant, and it's all wiped from history. Really makes you think, doesn't it? But now is not the time to get introspective. We got to keep going, because there's tons of this base we haven't seen yet. So let's move on. Let's take a little swan dive. Ow. Yeah, I better eat up. So this is a place I've really wanted to check out the inside of. I mean, you see this place in the screenshots. It's one of the most, you know, iconic builds of this entire base. I want to see it for myself. What do we have here? It's a bathroom, I promise. Nice. Well, hello there, zombie. Oh, you don't want to get lit up, huh? Well, I'm going to light you up anyway with this axe. There we go. So what is this? The Acacian Embassy. So this is what Kane's Law had mentioned. Wow, look at this place. This is absolutely incredible. Whoa! The creepers in here. Jeez. I mean, this base looks fantastic, but you really got to work on the lighting a little bit. That could have been a nasty ambush if this was actually 2B. Look at this place. Let's keep going up and up and up. Oh boy, here we go. Wow. Look at this. Holy cow. What a view. Jeez, still, this entire base blows my mind. Absolutely insane. Now, they call this place the Acacian Embassy, but where are the acacia trees? Tons of actual trees in here, though. Oh, hold on. Hello. And goodbye. Very interesting in here. Very interesting indeed. Got ourselves a nice little sugarcane farm in there. Excellent. But it's time for us to explore this bad boy. Let's do this. Oh, there's even another glass structure over there. I'll have to wait till later. There we are. Now I wonder what the name of this place is. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I mean, this might be the most elegant building I've ever seen on 2B2T. Ever. Holy cow. And look at the statue inside. It just... this place looks amazing. Does it even have a name? Where is the name? I mean, just... wow. What does it say? The Melon God, let there be women, and let them be thick. Oh, gotta love 2B sometimes. Whoa. This thing goes deeper than I thought. It has multiple layers, it seems. I mean, just... how do you even take on a place like this? In fact, I don't even know how you could grief this place, just the amount of work it would take to grief this thing. it'd be more trouble than it's worth. It'd probably take you days to grief this whole thing. This goes to show you how massive this base actually is. It's incredible. Holy cow. I can't even get across this thing fast enough. I'm like sprint jumping. Let me use my speed hacks. There we go. That'll make things a little easier. Wow. It's gorgeous. Like, it's insane. This entire build is insane. Let me just hop down here and see if there was anything interesting. I can't even get out of here now. Break this. Wow. This whole build is just, it blows my mind. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright, but now how do we get out of here? I'm gonna have to use some spruce wood up here, I guess. There we go. Take care of you. There we go. There's still one other section of the base I wanted to check out before I really discuss what actually went down here. I believe it is over here. Yep. Yeah, this is the right way. This is where we saw that huge glass object out on the lake. There it is. Whoa, what is this? The HTTP official auto smelter. Not a bad design. So this is what's just chilling in the corner. I wonder what this is or was supposed to be. I mean, look at this. Oh, it's like a maze. That's weird. Look. It's a fun maze. Are you not allowed to jump, I'd guess, is the challenge for this. But regardless, I'm going to jump anyway. It leads to this central area. Can you go in at all? Yeah, sure enough. Here we are. Wow. Well, I think I've seen the majority of the base. Let me head back to the center. Almost didn't see this. It's an uncompleted house. And it looks gorgeous. I mean, look. It's... even though it's not completed, I bet it still looks awesome inside. Let's take a look. Wow. It says, fake news. This glass is perfectly clear. Sad. Interesting. Let's head up here. So yeah, their house was still under... See, this right here is what makes me sad. This house, when it was finished, could have been absolutely gorgeous. But it was never able to be finished because of the grief. I almost want to make a pilgrimage out to the real one on 2B and just really see how bad the damage is. I'm thinking about it. Now, it looks like there's even more to the base over here. I mean, look! Does this base ever end? I don't think it does. Let's check out this big tower first. It seems like it was built a decent distance away from the other sections of the base. I wonder what it was. Well, it looks very pretty from the outside. Where do we go? Oh, here we go. This is where we go in. Hello? Echo, 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 echo. That's what you would hear if this was real life. Jeez. They are a fan of the spiral staircases here, that's for sure. Wow. This is a pretty sweet tower, but then I saw something over this way. Yep. There's even more to the base. Do we jump? Let me make sure my Jesus is off. Yep. Let's do this. Alright. That was a perfect 10 out of 10 swan dive. Easily. Now what do we have here? I'm seeing the banner of being like white and blue. That's a pretty common theme at this base. Now what does it say? Goodwill Trading Company and Associates Storage. Or Storage Gazebo. I don't know if they were trying to spell it storage or if they meant storage, but regardless. Huh, very interesting base. And then what's this up here? It's got a lot of wood. This is Wintermelon Automated Melon Farm, built by Tashi. Well, I would expect Wintermelon to have an automated melon farm. I mean, that just makes perfect sense. Melon block storage room. So that's where they would store the melons. But wait, where are the actual... Oh, whoa. Whoa! Whoa! I think I found the melons. Huh. Alright. So, Wintermelon. Here are the melons. It looked like they were trying to make one giant watermelon with like a giant cube shape. That would have been something else entirely. Okay, and here's the section where... Okay, it all pops off then. Look at that. All completely automated. That is pretty sweet. Yep, and they got the redstone torch right above. Classic design, but it's simple and brilliant. Oh boy. Get back in your cave, freak. My bed was here. I'm sure that thing is broken by now. So this pretty much sums up Wintermelon. I mean, like I said, it's a gorgeous base. A lot of players put the time and effort into it, took great care of it, but in the end, a leaker got the best of them. Someone leaked the coordinates and this entire base was compromised. It's really sad, you know? But it just makes me wonder, who could it have been? I mean, there were a ton of people at this base. And even a lot of visitors were showing up late. I mean, you know, Sato planned to show up. Offtopia was the last person to arrive. I know Yellowstone Joe showed up too. I mean, a lot of people showed up, but I'm just trying to think, who of the main members could have done something like this? Who could have brought destruction to a beautiful place like this? But regardless, I'm glad I was fortunate enough to be able to make this video and to take this tour. Wintermelon is going into Project Vault where it will be safe for all of time. Mostly. And then I'll have to definitely try and go check this place out in person. I mean, a place like this, how could you not? It's absolutely beautiful. Even the ruins, I'm sure, are quite gorgeous. And I can't wait to see them in person on 2B. Well, that pretty much does it, everyone. Yeah, this base tour ended up being pretty long, so if you stuck it out with me till the end, thank you. I appreciate that. Shout out to my longtime viewers. Thank you so much for continuing to watch my adventures on the oldest Anarchy server in Minecraft. If you're new here, if you're curious about 2B2T and its history, make sure you subscribe and you'll learn everything there is to know about it. And shout out to anyone who's followed me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, which are all in the description down below. But that's it for now, everyone. Take it easy, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.